How do I use this tripod
Okay,
again?
I have pressed play. I don't need to come back and check. It is rolling.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you want some more space? Maybe you should. Oh my god. The preparations for the Q&A.
Come back closer.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
Yeah, but don't touch me with your dirty shoes.
Yeah, you will.
3,
Alright.
2, 1.
Hey guys, this is Bryony.
And this is Laurie.
And today we're going to get back to one of your questions, which was?
I find tracking food overwhelming. What are the top tips to track food accurately? Tip number 1, and that's probably one of the most obvious ones,
Is to use your scales to track your food. So track everything.
100%. Also, another big point, track before you eat as opposed to eat and then track everything. Otherwise, you're never going to hit your macros. That's just impossible.
Definitely. So use your scales, and you want to make sure that you set your scales to 0. And then you're tracking in grams and milliliters, not cups, not sizes like medium, small. What's the other one? Teaspoons, tablespoons, all of that stuff. So you would change your serving to like 1 gram and then weigh. How much is that?
Another obvious one would be download MyFitnessPal. Or it doesn't have to be MyFitnessPal, but you have to use some sort of calorie tracker.
So anyone can write in their entries. So just because that entry is there doesn't always mean that's the correct entry. So double check your nutritional information and also look out for the green tick, meaning that it's certified. And if you want to cross-check, you can use NutTab, which is where you'll find the Australian database.
How to double check? Whenever you buy something, at the back you can check the nutritional informations, such as the calories, the protein, the carbs, the fats, and then you check on your app, is it matching? It should match. An easy way to do that is to scan the products. I know that on MyFitnessPal, it used to be free to scan. If you sign up to the app now, you might have to pay in order to have the right to scan. But scanning the product is just so quick, and you've got normally the right information straight away without having to type the name of the brand and everything and then double check everything. Yeah,
I actually did that this morning and mine was wrong.
Sometimes it might be wrong.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to track, let's say, for example, veggies, obviously there's no barcode on. Just go on Google and you type tomatoes macros, and then you double check on your app. Yes, is it matching? And you select the one that is matching.
Yeah. Okay, now when you're tracking your meats or your complex carbs, we would do that raw and always have those entries in raw as opposed to cooked, because then you're going to get a different value of what that then type of food it actually equates to. So it will spit out a different information. So you want to try and keep things the exact same and consistent as possible. So if it's raw, rice, weigh it before you've actually cooked it.
Yeah.
Cook it, because it will come out differently due to the water weight and the expansion of that.
100%. The only moment where you can actually track things already cooked is if you buy it already cooked. In Australia, you can actually buy a little pouch of rice that you can just track in the microwave. Obviously, you're not going to try to calculate how much water there's in the rice. So you just track it as it is, scan the barcode of the rice, and that's it. Same for chicken. If you buy chicken that is already cooked, you can just scan it.
Perfect. Don't forget to track your sauces, your oils, and basically any condiments that has a nutrient value. So that's honeys, that's jams, that's all your dressings.
Yeah.
They are actually, I think, the hidden calories that a lot of people miss when it comes to tracking food. And also liquids. So coffees, teas, juices, everything except for water, alcohol, they all have a calorie value, and therefore it needs to be tracked.
Yeah, and I often get that question, how do I track the oil? If you use any spray, well, then you can just try to think, okay, how many milliliters that would be, but you still put something in the tracker.
I would weigh it.
The spray? You put it on, then you remove it?
And then I would use it.
Oh, okay.
And then I'd weigh how much is taken away.
Yeah, that's actually a very smart point where you just said, so there's actually 2 ways to weigh things, and the most accurate way to weigh things is to, let's say, for example, Nutella, put the jar on the scale, you put 0, you put your spoon in the Nutella,
and you take out how much you actually want.
And then the scale is going to say -10, whatever, which means that you've had 10 grams of Nutella, as opposed to putting your plate with, let's say, your slice of bread, and then you put 1 spoon of Nutella on it, and then you just lick the spoon
There's 15, 20 grams easily
And
there.
there's still 10 grams of Nutella on the spoon, which can literally throws all your calories and your macros off.
These ones don't count, right?
They don't count. So
Yeah.
on the scale first, and you remove the weight.
Yeah.
Last question I often get is, do I have to track the seasoning? As in like the garlic, everything that is like just powder, garlic, onion and stuff. So I often say, don't bother, but don't overdo it. Because these kind of things also have calories. So if you, let's say, put like an everything but bagel seasoning, it also has like dried onions in it, which you should actually track. Because even if it's just like 1, 2 or 3 grams, that's still a decent amount of calories. Same for like chia seeds and stuff, track it. Even if it seems like you just put like a very, very small amount and it's like tiny, tiny, tiny. Same for Parmesan, tiny, but still something.
I would say the herb one I wouldn't, but the others for sure.
Yeah, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Hopefully that helps. Yep.
Nailed it.